Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We we just made it. I was getting my sorry, buddy. Elbow to the head. Was just getting my stuff together in the kitchen, and I saw that the baby was awake, and I had 2 minutes before it said that we were live, so I scooped him out of his swing real quick, and let me turn this down. He's got the we like watching the cake yummy food videos on YouTube. Messy Holes in the house. Hi, good morning, James. As Papa Rose, Bill also is in the house. Thanks for joining, guys. Oh my God. I've been like rushing around, kind of, sort of. We slept in today, which is why the little one's still in it. Jams. Oh, baby. We had an awesome night last night for sleeping, actually. But I can feel like he feels like a Chippendales dancer's freaking lower half. So, you know that his diaper is pretty wet, so I got to change him real soon. Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one, is also in the house. Thank you for joining us, and I hope that you are well. Happy the day before Valentine's Day. Right? Right. Woohoo. Yeah, he went down last night about 6:30, I think it was, and he like slept through other than waking up because he couldn't find his binky, which I can't believe all it took just giving him the plug, and he was happy. But he woke up. I went to make a bottle at 1, and that's when he was fussy or whatever, and I gave him a pipe, and he went back to sleep. And then I thought he was waking up at 4, but it was kind of like the same thing. So I gave him his plug, and he went back to sleep. I was like, yes. So he actually slept until 7 o'clock this morning, from 6:30 to freaking 7, with the 2 wake ups that were just because he couldn't find his pacifier. So yay! And then he had a bubba, and he was watching TV for a little bit. But again, even though he slept all that time, we know that anywhere from an hour after having a bottle, he is ready for a nap. So, and Danny Boy Just a Diggin' is in the house this morning. Thanks for joining us, Dan. Did you have any luck? Did you go out over the weekend? I think you said you were going to attempt going out. Park Rat Pat stopped in earlier when I wasn't here, earlier before the stream, and gave me a heads up that he was not going to be with us this morning, which is fine and dandy. He's got a lot on his plate. I'm just thrilled whenever anybody wants to actually come up here and hang out. But nobody is. Oh, it's not written in stone. It's not written at all. Right? Right. So we're just hanging out. Hope everybody's doing well. Emily and Tom. Can't say that I do. We don't really know our neighbors per se. When we first moved in, we called this like retirement row because I swear everybody that lived here was middle-aged to retirement age. Hello. However, we've lost a few, like 2 across the street, Tony and Sandra, Buddy's ex-owner. 2 of them have passed away. The people next to us, Mike and Mary, they moved out like 3 years ago to, I think her parents, one of them died or something like that, but they were getting the parents' house, so they moved from like a 2-bedroom shack somewhere in Merrimack. Now young people live there. We had two other neighbors besides the ones that are there now, and it's Pete. It used to be Pete and Chantel, like my daughter's name, but they split up, so now it's Pete and Repeat. I don't know, somebody over there. The Asylum with Mark Miller. Thanks. Oh, thank you so much for swinging by and saying hi to us before going on with your day. Hey, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Too cold here with the wind chill. Yeah, it's been kind of windy here. Yeah, except that he's not to say that he's the mean one, but yeah, because he doesn't do anything to Buddy when Buddy is being a dick to Milo. Milo like concedes to Buddy. I don't know why, because he's jacked. I mean, he's a Jack Russell, but he's lost some muscle tone since he's been with us, but he's definitely like and could be all over snack over there, kibbles and bits real quick. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I missed this up here. I went ground is frozen in a lot of spots. Managed to find a little clad, went back out to find a ring, no luck yet. Ground still frozen. Yeah. It's either going to be in the woods, really like under trees, and even that you got to work at, or low tide at the beach. Just note to self: no kicking clams in the middle of freaking January. It's like kicking concrete. Walking on the beach sand is like walking on concrete. It feels like you're on a road. It's funny. Would you guys? I hate to do this because I don't have anybody up here with me, but I don't want him sitting in a soap diaper, so I'm just gonna run out front to the front bedroom right here. I think I have diapers in the bathroom in there, and change his wet drawers because, like I said, this guy's packing. he's feeling like Johnny Holmes right now. And I know that that's the diaper, so we got to get that off of him real quick. It's like I dipped him in the sea and pulled him out. So I will be right back. Talks amongst yourselves. You touch my plate, I'll kill you. God. Yeah. What are you doing? You sound like a pooping. Jerry. There we go. Well, he's clean, but God knows for how long, because the video have been getting. That's awesome. Wait, you said video, as in the video? Whose ears? Milo's? Would be a thing. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Because you guys make good videos, that's why. Ah. And I noticed too, the more you go to different channels or whatever, pop in or whatever, if the name doesn't catch you, make you go, just being part of the rapport or sitting in the chat reading what people are saying and stuff. So that would make somebody curious enough to check it out, and or sub because they're that good. Like I said, regardless of whether people find anything or not, it's 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 how you guys are, how you interact with each other, and that makes the whole thing. Oh, I knew you were talking about the puppy. I just didn't know which one. Ears were perked listening. That's because I told him he better not touch my plate. He almost took my freaking hand off. I gave him what was left, mind you, of what he did for me. But he's like licking it out of this plastic square receptacle all over the kitchen floor, and it scrape, and whatever. It's done now. So I went to pick it up, and he was like, "Rah!" So I had to go get the zookeeper brush, sweeper broom, the thing with the dustpan that comes down when you press it and you get the little swept it into my receptacle. Freaking dog. The little one. Oh, buddy. Buddy was listening. Yeah. Just Be Cool metal detecting came through the door, as did Pick. Grandpa's in the house. I thought I saw it go by. So we're all set for Hey Team Clambake. That's right. Or Hey Clambake. That's right. That's us. Just keeping it on the down low. You know what I'm saying? Can you feel me? Chilling and grilling adventures with Dan B. Oh, you're getting ready to go tell off my floor? Is that a typo? I still want to type in Team Clambake. I can't believe how many people actually are like. I mean, people like our new name, but they're like missing the Team Clambake, which again we felt somewhat stereotyped. You know what I mean? Like, it's when you first want, like, say we go into somebody's chat out of curiosity, whatever, we'll hang out for a bit or check it out. For the most part, it is my husband. And he goes like, now all of a sudden he's into the coin stacking or coin stacking and stuff like that. And he goes, and he has won quite a bit from joining and going to their giveaways and stuff. So tear up my floor. Oh, there you go. I knew it had to have been a typo and that you would correct whatever, but I was like, I forgot what the hell I was just saying. Oh, the whole Team Clambake, and yeah. So then we go he goes into a chat and immediately before you say hello, all we're saying hello to the people in the chat and the people that are having the live stream or whatever, and like immediately, hey, this is like a family channel. Okay. I didn't think we were a bunch of porn people with our dicks in our hands speaking la la la, you know what I mean? Like, but some people, we just not their cup of tea, and that's fine. It's fine with me because those are the people's videos and channels that I refrain from going to. You know, birds of a feather, la 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 la. Thank you, Rhonda. And like I said, I'm honest Indian, whatever. That would be hubby. It's less work to tell the floor off. Yeah. And I must say, even though he's at work, he does watch quite a few people's videos and he interacts with a lot of channels throughout the day, let me tell you, on his dead time. Me, on the other hand, I catch some videos. I have been trying to pop in other people's live streams. It's hard with the baby, you know what I mean? Because sometimes he's in a good mood and sometimes he's not. And then I'm sure most people aren't going to believe me if I say, dude, I'm laying down sleeping at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And before him, that was what I called my first sleep. Then I would wake up after 2 hours and I would be up for another 5. Okay. With this guy, I am lucky if I stay up till 8. And if I do, let me just tell you, I am like this in people's live stream because my eyes are tired. I'm tired. I'm usually up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, except for today. We slept in, didn't we? Yes, we did. Yahoo! No, I definitely don't. And then, when I do, that's when I try to cram a lot of the house keeping. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that the house is trashed, but it's like baby stuff here and baby stuff here. For the most part, I pile it all on his walker jumper thingamabobby. JP London, Uncle JP London is in the house. Good morning. Hi. What you doing? Good morning, everybody. Like when he wakes up, if he wakes up for a bottle, it can be anywhere from 10:30 to midnight. And it's funny because we have missed like 8 o'clock live streams, people that we love, but we tend to miss their live streams and we apologize for that. But we have crashed a few late night jam sessions. We've made it to Can Do Veterans a couple of times. I think we've made it to Uncle Jeffa's a couple of times. We've definitely made it to Uncle JB. Yes, we did. But do we stay and hang out all night? Hell no. Because he gets tired and I do. Even though he looks wide awake, trust me, when after he has the bottle and I just flip him around and snuggle, and he falls asleep eventually. Hello, JJ's Adventures. Thanks for joining us this morning. I can't wait for spring. It's coming. Oh my goodness. My sister just posted pictures. They went up to camp yesterday. And He's getting big. He eats well. I mean, he's not ginormous, but let's see, what was it? A week and a half ago we went to the doctors because I thought he may have an ear infection, but he didn't. Thank goodness. And they weighed him, and he was 13 pounds 9 ounces. So yeah, so he might be at the 14-pound mark now. Yeah, my sister said they have a trail cam, but they had it facing a different way, I guess. What are you laughing at? The last time they went up. Oh, remember the game Dropsies? Yeah, that's what we're playing now, apparently. So they went up to camp. They said they saw more prints in the snow. They were more roundish, so I thought maybe bobcat because they are up there. And she said she didn't think so. I said bear, possibly. She said, aren't they sleeping? And then she said there was like a 2-foot span between the prints where she tried to step in them and almost fell on her butt in the snow. So then I thought moose, because there were, all of what I said are up there. I thought that's what you meant anyways, Bricks. Don't you hate that when I do that all the time when I have a great one-liner and I freaking throw it out there and then I look and whatever the hell I typed totally messed up the one-liner. You got to take that drum beat back because you don't get it. Moose tracks. Yeah, that's what I figured they were. Because again, they are roundish. You know what I mean? They have that upper part and then they have the curvy part. And they do have the moose more than once on the trail cam videos. She said they had one trail cam facing the opposite way, and the second trail cam didn't have the memory card in it. James and Rebecca, did you find the spot? Black bear in Tennessee don't hibernate all winter. They are in and out. And that's most likely what we have here. Like, if you guys don't live here, but if you ever been to Clark's Trading Post, they have bear shows, and they're definitely black bears. No, it's mine. I know you can smell it. It's mine. It's probably ice cold. We're going to keep our hands away from the little piece of crap right now, okay? I don't want him to snap. Not that he will, but... My baby wants to say hi. My baby, say hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. No pulling. Hi, Mother. Okay, lay down. Yeah, you know I'm mad at you. Hey, you. You want to grab a dog? Go this way. Well, no, I shouldn't put him this way because he is a hair puller now. And I don't know why my phone just lit up. And Buddy has long hair. So maybe we'll just keep him this way, but not facing. Oh, what's my text message from H&R Block? We made an appointment to get that done. So we occasionally have an early bird, but usually next month. Oh, I'm sorry. Put your thing over here. You gotta hold it though, Cockapoo. Yeah, I call him Octo Boy. Like, you try to text or something and he's like swiping to the right, and he closed my text message like 5 times on me, not to mention Mike, look, I have enough typos. I don't need you doing that crap. Silverable 30's in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. I'm not exactly sure what type of Monday morning it is because I have not opened the slider. Oh, I hope that was just gas. I just felt an eruption on my thigh. Ding a ding a ding a ding. A ding a ding ding. And why is it always that way, He's been sitting in the pee diaper. Well, not sitting in it, but because he just woke up from his. Hey, hi. Everybody's saying hi. Like I said, when he woke up from his nap, I knew he was wet, so I had to change him. But they never, ever seem to do both in the same diaper. They always wait for that nice, dry landing. Peeta-boo-da-boo-da-boo. Hi. What are you doing? Yum, 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 yum. Oh my goodness gracious, you ate my face. Did you eat my face? Now's the time to teach him not to pull the dogs here, right? That's true. Both of what you said. Oh, congratulations. Oh, 1K potty, Silva. Awesome. It's going great. My Chiefs won the Super Bowl. So one few ounces of silver. Nice. Yeah, we caught her show. We caught Rihanna's show. I didn't really watch the Super Bowl. Well, hubby watched a little bit. We're more extreme sport people. Wait. Yeah. We don't watch b-ball. We don't do baseball. We don't do hockey. Huh. I used to watch the MMA fights. I haven't watched one of them in a while. Chuck Liddell. See, I know some of them. That little short guy with the California Kid dude. He was young, but he was yummy. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I watched him. But I'll watch Olympics sometimes. But yeah, if I, watch somebody try to drive a Jeep up a mud hill or something, or the fools that run downhill after a freaking wheel of cheese, hello. But yeah, I'd rather, watch somebody carve something with a chainsaw from a wooden log or ice, or you know what I mean? I don't know. I like oddly satisfying videos, you know what I mean? Like when I worked at the foundry, the aluminum casting foundry, I used to stand in the office that I was cleaning, had a plexiglass window, and I could stand there and watch the guys in the foundry, literally ladle out the molten aluminum and pour it into the shell casting. And just watching that heated liquid pour was so cool. It reminded me of like one of the Terminators, and that guy like melts down, he looks like Mercury. Kind of something like that. I don't know, but again, it's weird things like that I don't know. I like watching shit like that. My husband's like, what? What is that? Somebody's cutting soap. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really into the soap shaving, chiseling, whatever. They cut like all these lines into it, and then they all. It's all for like texture and sound and stuff like that. That's what those oddly satisfying videos are all about. Mixing paint. You know what I mean? The different colors and stuff. Mama's got the tech thing. Oh, that's right. Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it. And love to you and hubby. The day before Valentine's Day. It's just a big group hug. Ooh. What's up? What you doing? Do boo boos. Do 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 do. Oh, here, we got this over here. You want that? Oh. And if you ever get lonely, Bran, or whatever, you can always just, go live. You don't even have to give a heads up. All you do is hit that freaking live button on YouTube, and you can be like, psst, any night owl that's up, you know what I mean? That you are sub to, or they know you and they see it, will be like, hey. I remember the first time we tried our 100 giveaway or whatever it was, and we ended up doing it like with just audio because the video wasn't working because I was an idiot, and I started the process of going to StreamYard from my OCB or OSB or OBS or whatever the fuck it's called, and the video was already hooked apparently to that thing, not my webcam like it would normally would, and I couldn't figure that out. And everybody's like, "Hit your video not played." It's saying it is. I don't know what to do. So finally, we came up with what we're gonna do is we'll video ourselves with our other camera doing the giveaway. Then I'll upload it. You know what I mean? And at least there'll be a video for it, but it just sucked because like people hung around for 20 minutes for our live stream giveaway, and we were freaking out because we couldn't figure it out for crap. Yeah. And then I realized what I did. This was after the giveaway. So here I am online with no heads up, no nothing, and I'm like, so it's just me here. Can anybody hear me? Anybody see me? And lo and behold, I got a response from the metal angler. And he was like, I can hear you. I can see you. So that was cool. That was the first time we were met, pretty much. He saw my light fucking flashing through the dark. And he answered the beacon. And my friend Joanna also showed up. She must have, still been up or whatever, and was like, "Oh, Bean's on." So I had two people that responded to the after live stream live bit just to say like, "Hey, I figured it out." Well, we could light a candle, make a wish, or say say a prayer. He has safe travels, and I don't even think of that stuff, like my sister, they went to Dominican Republic a couple of weeks ago. They're going la la la, you have all their flight stuff. But I would be a basket case if I was like checking in. I don't even know if you can, on TV or whatever, but just checking in to see where their plane is and if they made it here and there or whatever. They kept us alive. But like I said, baby steps, like anything else, you got to learn what you're doing. We have the primitive, basic stuff for our StreamYard live stream because why pay for it when I can get it for free? You know what I mean? Not to sound like a jerk, but if I can get 20 hours, we're not big, you know what I mean? So we have a live stream on Mondays and Fridays, and it seems to work. It all depends, that's why I keep an eye on, or I try to, with how many hours my live stream is per month, so I'm not mid stream, midstream, and they shut you off. They pinch that shit. That's good, Mama. Does live silver pours and sometimes auctions? Yes, I think that's one of the gentlemen that my husband has mentioned about doing his own pours and stuff recently. My hubby drives an hour and a half to get to his delivery, and then he delivery area, so that he does even more driving. Are you in dangerous, like ice road conditions? And if so, prayers regardless, safe travels. Mm-hmm. Boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Hey. Hi. To Mommy say, where's the baby? There he is. Where's the baby? There he is. No giggling? Ticklish. Adventures in Michigan with Lisa through the door. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Happy pre-Valentine's Day. I think I went the wrong way. Hold on. The wrong way with the wand. Me too, Mama. I can't wait to hear him full-fledged chuckle. And my response always is, he really is. We're in the store. Some lady stopped the other day. She was walking by us and literally stopped side by side with me and was like, oh my God. How old is he? And I'm like, 6 months. Well, he's in the month of his, bless you, 6 months. But he won't be 6 months technically until the 25th. And she's like, oh my God, the eyes. Good morning, doll. Michigan Gems is in the house. You're reserved? I have to go up because I missed something. What? Oh my goodness. Oh, she's saying happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. I just gotta, when I scroll, man, I gotta make sure that I do not hit end broadcast because that would suck. He really is. He's so cute. I know that most mothers and grandparents say that about their kin. But he's just so cute. I think he's baking brownies. Say hi, Auntie Joe. I get my chin lightly going in his back. Hi, baby. Hope all is well. Which one you want? Yep. Good choice. Good choice. I didn't think I ever would, truthfully. And I don't mean to say this and sound like a jerk, but the wrong daughter had the baby. If she was who she was, 8 years ago, then it would be a good thing. But right now, not so much. But he is where he needs to be, and we'll never have to worry about him. Last week, a week and a half ago, last week, I think we went to the doctor's to get him checked because I thought he may have an ear infection, which he doesn't. Oh my goodness gracious. And he was 13 pounds, 9 ounces. So he's going to be about 14 pounds now, I think. I'm going to be such a big boy. Such a big boy. Such a big boy. 6 months. Oh my Lord. Yeah, that's great though. I'd take the fall freaking weather over winter. This week is supposed to be in the 40s and I think possibly one day in the 50s. I'll take it. That's, I read a lot of things, a lot of memes and sayings, and they definitely say, like, if you thought you loved your children, wait till you have grandchildren, you know what I mean? Because it's like double the love. And like, if I almost feel like I'm on repeat, except that he's a boy. Katie didn't have a kickstand. Neither did Chanto. This one does. 70 on Wednesday. Wow. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait till we can take a ride with Sprout and I'm sure the boys because we can't leave them home for the island. But we're it's a long thing. If you long drive, you think you're just gonna do like my sister and brother-in-law do it all the time, but hubby wouldn't be into driving 2 hours to camp to spend an hour up there to turn around and drive another 2 hours back. You know what I mean? Without staying. I, on the other hand, would be more than willing to take the ride with my sister during the week if they, or whatever, they went up there. I would just strap the baby in and we'd go and he'd be dressed warmly or whatever. But I would definitely go up there and check it out and like have lunch and then drive back. I'm not the one driving. I would go for the ride. Definitely. It would be Sprout's first time. 55 on Wednesday. Yep. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this kid beams every time he sees me. You know what I mean? Like, you want to talk about feeling the love all I have to do is put my face in between these two pictures here. We play peekaboo when I'm in the kitchen and Pick's sitting here and he turns them so that he's facing this way. And oh my God, the smiles that come out of this kid. And then, like I said, I'm saying now, I kind of like duck behind each picture frame and then I come out, peekaboo. So yeah, he likes that. But this kid definitely, usually, always wakes with a smile. I think he's only ever woken up once on the wrong side of the crib. That's what we say about New England, Joe. It's New Hampshire. Wait, it'll change. You can get, let's see, leave the house wearing a jacket, take it off by noon, but have the jacket back on by the time you're leaving to come home. We also have times where you can stand on one side of the street and it'll be raining, but you can go across the street and it'll still be sunny. So yeah, crazy, do 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 boo. He's attached to Mem, hubby says. Yep. Yep. Everybody sees it. Good morning. Digging with Deej is in the house. Thanks for joining us this morning. My daughter told me about this thing on YouTube called dark screen or black screen. And instead of having anything playing, of course, you got to go through the 2 advertisements first before it actually is the black screen. But, dude, and it plays music. But they say can be 10 hours long, la 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 la. But my pet peeve with these freaking videos is I pick a freaking one, whichever one I pick for him, and what did we just do with your pips? Right here. Whichever one we pick, he's acting like the light's bothering him. That boy. What are you doing, Dada boy? Oh, my goodness gracious, what you doing? And then I put him on now. It says it's a 10-hour freaking video. And I go walking in there to check on him, say an hour later. And the thing's paused with the bubble at the bottom saying, "Are you still watching this? Are you kidding me right now? I pick a 10-hour freaking video of dark screen, and you're gonna sit here and ask me if I'm still watching and want to fucking continue? I hate that shit. Why? Why? What you doing? Oh, you don't tired? You just got up out of the swing. Take care, Mama, on your way. Safe travels. Tell your hubby everybody says have a good trip. How's it going, Deej? Whoa, Cynthia Swearingen is in the house. Good. You gotta raise the mug. Hello, Cynthia. Good morning. And happy pre-Valentine's Day to you, indeed. I've been saying it to everybody else, so I just want to make sure we get hugs and kisses going out to everybody. Little Sprout sends his love. Oh. Well, yeah, watch your cake videos, guy. Watch your cake videos. Whoa. Not smelling any brownies. Here, put them in this hand. Wait, let go. Here, use the one on top of the log. Here, there you go. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Woo, woo, woo. Hold on. Oh, too much. Oh, I gotta go back up and read something I missed. I understand that, but like, why say it's a 10-hour video if you freaking don't play it for 10 fucking hours? Like, hello, people will have that so that deep sleep video. It's like being in the hospital, except that you gotta wake up in an hour and a half to say, yeah, keep playing the fucking video. Okay, good luck with that, Age. This kid's grunting like something. So I definitely think he's trying to pass the biscuit. It's the device playing the videos. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. Oh, what? You got 9 days, or you've already been without for 9? Joe. My coffee on pot 2. 9 days. In 9 days, I'm done. There you go. For Lent, she gives up coffee for Lent. Less burns, right? Let your burns heal. Thank you. Apparently, I'm a little lint. Yeah, I got some lint in my dryer. Okay. I used to do lint. We used to do the Stations of the Cross. You ever do that shit? That's where you go into church, all those little plaques that are on every little pillar that holds the freaking church up, or if not on that, they're on the walls, like in between the windows, or could be the scene of the stained glass windows. Depends on how big your church is. But Stations of the Cross shows all the steps that happened to Christ from the trial, whatever, or being taken from the garden where he was praying and saying to God, please, I don't want this to happen. Why do I have to fucking go through with this? All the way through the streets, all the way up the mountain, carrying the cross, getting his face wiped, being offered water that was thrown to the ground by I almost said warriors, by the people, the Roman soldiers. There you go, soldiers. Yeah, that's where you go and stand and you have to say whatever act of contrition or fucking some bunch of prayers at each plaque. When my sister Missy and I were younger, we used to do that. Not during Lent, but we used to just not break into the church, but go into back in the day in the 70s, they were unlocked. But we would go and do the Stations of the Cross or stand there and look at all the stuff. And then we'd go to the little side lobby, if you will, vestibule, and we'd light one of those prayer candles. Of course, did we ever drop a quarter in the box or $1 or whatever it was for them? No. But we would light a candle for our family and whatever, pray for them. And no. Now I might light a freaking candle, say a prayer to for certain things. Paula Abrams in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Excuse me. Yeah, we were a big no meat on Friday, you know what I mean? So that was like you would have fish sticks in our house, or meatless spaghetti. Lipton green tea's not bad. I've had the berry one, which I like. And then what we had, the citrus, I think it was. I haven't tried the peach one yet. My brother-in-law likes that one. You go cold turkey, and by day 5, you feel better. Well, if that was the case, you should just keep it up, not do coffee. You know what I mean? Don't they have caffeine pills? Do you drink coffee for the taste or for the effect? Meatless spaghetti, woo, right? But it helps if you have like a side salad and bread. I'm just saying, Catholic people, during Lent, you cannot eat meat on Friday. Coffee for the taste. Rhonda doesn't do any caffeine. See, I was a big Lipton tea drinker, hot Lipton tea, which I still do, but we haven't really bought it in a long time because the last time we got it, they changed the packaging. So hubby came home with what he thought was a sleeve of tea bags, which it was, but it was to make like a gallon of freaking cold brew tea. So let me tell you, that was a stiff freaking cup of tea. Who did I just see come through the door? Plugs for days. Here we go. Thanks for joining us this morning. Sprout, what you doing? So Mama eating it. Black coffee all day long. You. My blood type is coffee. Right? Turbo. No, it's not that bad because, I mean, we just drink the Maxwell House instant. You know what I mean? Wow, 17 people in the house this morning. I'm feeling the love. Feeling the love, love, love. Love you, love, love. Sorry, reading the chat. I mean, coffee by itself is kind of yuck, but you know, you add the milk and or cream and some sugar and or Splenda and yummy, yummy. Like anything else, it's, you know, oh my goodness gracious, it's like having a potato. Do you eat just a raw freaking potato, or do you put at least A, butter on it, B, salt and pepper or seasoning, C, gravy, D, cheese? You know what I mean? Like, it's all the stuff we add to it that adds to the caloric content. Buddy boop, buddy doo. Black also Deej does. Right? Add whiskey. Eek. To singing? Oh, twinkle, twinkle, little star. You gonna sing? How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high. Like a diamond in the twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Say twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high. Like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. I love chocolate on any friggin' day. Oops, sorry. Let me go up here and see if I missed what I missed. Not if I missed. I saw with a splash of milk. Coffeeholic, but they took away 18 chocolate too. Oh. That sounds good, Mama. The instant coffee with a splash of milk and the French vanilla ice cream. You know what I want to try making actually is, again, YouTube videos. Um, People make like homemade ice cream, like on the say street vendors, but it's like a flat top that gets really, really, really icy cold, and they pour the cream, heavy cream on it, and they add like chopped up strawberries, and they just have like what do you call them? Putty knives or whatever, or spatulas, and they spread it out, and then mix it up and chop, 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 and then they flatten it, and they spread it all out, and then they take the putty knife and they go up the pan, and it rolls the ice cream so that you have like ice cream rolls. You know what I mean? And they put them in a cup, like 5 or 6. I'm like, wow, that would be so cool to be able to do that up at camp, because ice cream doesn't really last long in camper freezers. And for my birthday last year, my sister and brother-in-law actually bought Carvel ice cream cake, and they freaking ordered from somewhere dry ice and had it in the cooler and brought it up to camp. And it lasted like, we didn't do it the first night, so she didn't think it was gonna make it. But we actually half the cake was still ice cream. Some of it was soup, but for the most part, we all had cake and ice cream, or ice cream cake, I should say, in August camping. That was awesome, and I don't even think of doing it again this year. But the idea of making the homemade rolls right there, for on demand, it would be awesome. Okay, I gotta go back up because I think hubby's BC Treasure Trails is in the house. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Lisa. Because I've seen how they make like homemade ice cream. Like you can put it in 2 different barrels, if you will, and you put ice and salt in the outside one, and then the inside drum is filled with your heavy cream and whatever flavorings, and then you just keep like, you can roll it down a hill. You know what I mean? And you just play with that shit and mix it up and blah blah blah, and then you open it up in a small container, and you got homemade ice cream, which that would be cool to attempt to make too. You had quintuplets. Oh. I was able to have extremely dark chocolate for a long time. It's pre-surgery. I haven't had chocolate since June. Wow. You have one of the ice cream balls. Oh, what is that, to like roll it around, Mama? Sideways. Oh my God, that's too funny. Thanks for coming, Joe. Have a great Monday. And happy Valentine's Day, honey. Early. Yeah. Oh no. What's in there? I know. Turn around. Turn around, wanna rock? Hi. What you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my goodness gracious. Geez, we made it to an hour and he's already wanting to go to night. And again, this is it right here in a nutshell. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I cater to him, but hello, he's 6 months old. He's not going to get anything from anybody other than us. So, you know, he's not capable of doing it on his own, and we all know that. So when baby's tired, I try to, do what I have to accommodate him and still try to get my stuff done. One of these days, I tried once and he had a cow, but it might have been a bad day for him or a bad time that I attempted. But I have like a couple of those front baby carriers. The first one I tried on him, which he hated, it really didn't have any support. Like he hung off of my front like somebody with a giant belly with a freaking, my husband calls him a grocery bag or whatever. But yeah, he hung like a big gut over your belt, and he wasn't too happy with that. I have another one that I've yet to try on him, because my main thing is, do you fucking put him in these baby carriers facing you or facing out? You know what I mean? I'd like him to be able to see what the hell's going on instead of fucking having to have his face up against my chest all the time. So I'm going to try the other one that I have one of these days, because that'll definitely be a lot easier for me. I'll be hands free and still be taking care of this one if he's cranky or whatever. You know what I mean? I can put him in the sling, especially when we go up to camp. I want to be able to do well. I don't think I could. I don't think I would feel comfortable wearing my life jacket in my kayak with the little sprout hanging over that. You know what I mean? Like in some type of flotation device. He's definitely a Mimi's boy. Congrats, Cynthia. So, and then again, we got our kayaks up there. So, one of these days, we got to go and grab the kayaks and bring them back here so that we can use them at home. And we'll bring the canoe. Hubby's got a flat bottom, a wide bottom canoe, and you could actually stand in this canoe if you wanted to. However, I'm just saying, I'd feel better knowing the three of us were in one vessel. And again, we can put him in a flotation device. I can put blankets on the floor. He can be laying on the floor or sitting on the floor. Have a life vest on. He can have a umbrella above him, clamped to one side, or we can make a canopy that has 4 poles and the top, like what do you call it? A bimini top on the boat. And ate one already. Right, Bill, you get your hands full with your meow meows. Canoes. Yeah. one of the first times I went fishing with hubby before we were married. And I was standing, I actually got the balls to stand in the front of the freaking canoe. However, the way I was standing was kind of weird, I guess. I think I had one leg on either side of the bench seat because I was casting to the side. Behind me was the battery that the trolling motor was attached to. Well, I didn't realize that Pick put the fucking thing in reverse to back away from the side of the river. And when he did that, I lost my balance. Whew, and I fell back onto the battery and scraped my ass on one of the battery terminals. But other than that, I'm like, you fucker. A guy in Alaska who turned his old dog into winter gloves. Yeah. And probably fed his dog to his other dogs too. Because they do that fish slop. Either that or he made his own, stew meat or whatever from his dog, because he definitely harvests that fucking dog. You know what I mean? He's got mucklucks made out of a freaking sled dog. Hey, stop. Yeah. Too much information, she says. Sorry. Is that where they get the term mush from? No, I don't need another either. I have 8-month-old and 9-year-old. Freeze dried when they pass. Yeah, the cryo. I see, that's because it's not like you can ever see him. When are you going to go in there and open up the fucking Reynolds wrap? I miss you, Chippy. I mean, if you're going to keep them, might as well have them stuffed. You know what I mean? Might as well taxiderm the hell out of them. Bye, Deej. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I think his dog was ill. He didn't just say, okay, you suck at being a sled dog. Now you're going to be Alpo. I think it died or was ill. So, but yeah, he definitely, I could not believe the guy was saying, and yeah, this is my new gloves, he says, and whatever the dog's name was. And I was like, did he just fucking say what I think he just said? My God. Because we all know that a lot of these YouTube freaking whatever below the freaking equator or whatever are scripted shows and are bullshit. My husband was never so pissed off when he was watching this show for months, and then one of the guys on the show fucking fell off a cliff or while he was hunting or something like that, and they show them bringing him home after the hospital stint, and they drove up a road right to the cabin where they made it seem like you had to come by boat over water or horseback or sled, you know what I mean? And they drove the ambulance. And he was like, what the I'll never watch this show again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run you off, Deej. Pontoon. I've always wanted a pontoon. I can't eat your nose. Yeah, you. Yeah, I always wanted a pontoon boat to just be like, hang out on the water. You could even have like a little hibachi hanging over the backside or something. Do some cooking. But then again, a pontoon boat isn't supposed to be like a speedboat to pull somebody, on an inner tube or anything like that. It's just to chill and relax and spend the day on the water, drinking mimosas. Well, not the captain of the ship, but everybody else can. I always wanted to do like a sunset dinner cruise, you know what I mean? Or even better, you'd be on the water during fireworks display. I think that would be like the shit. The closest I came to that was when my husband blew off a bunch of fireworks in upstate New York, and my sister and I were standing in the freaking field to which he was blowing the fireworks off. And the funny thing is, well, not that it was funny, the next day I woke up and I had like swollen bags under my eyes. I'm talking swollen. Like I went a couple of rounds with Tyson. And my sister got out of her tent and her eyes were pretty much the same. So I think we got like the ashy debris of this, we were too close to the debris field of the falling fireworks. Bye, Cynthia. Thank you so much for coming. It was great seeing you. Have a great day. He thinks that's funny too when I look away and then I look at him like, I don't know if you can see his face, but you might be able to hear him go, wait. He makes me laugh. I don't even have to say anything. I just make a freaking face and he just starts laughing. I would rather have something with sides. Can't go through. Yeah, this is true. But I don't think I would be. Yeah, see, again, you can modify your shit. You can do like, you know how the rednecks have those kind of like orange strappy things for a tailgate instead of having a tailgate. You can do anything like that too. Thank you, Silver Bowl 30. Oh my goodness gracious. What you doing? What thought you were going to sleep. Just going to sleep. Definitely having a hard time keeping his eyes open. So tired. I'm so tired. Normally when I sing Twinkle Twinkle, which I'm not going to do again for you guys, he makes that noise. Like he's singing with me. So crazy. That's what I do in the kitchen. Pigs hold them. I don't even have to say anything. Or sometimes I just do that. And he has to find me somewhere along here, hiding behind whatever happens to be there. Bye, Paula. Thanks for coming. Have a great Monday. Oh, let's see. We'll probably end this at noon because, again, it's just one of those quiet hangout times. I feel like we're in like I don't want to say daycare or anything, but sometimes it's just have a great day. But that's why I try to put it in. Yeah, he's almost there. He's almost there. Oh, baby. Except I keep talking, but I'm not going to shut up because hello. What am I supposed to be like? Sign language live stream. It's so funny because when Jeff Brewers is here, he always, like he sees me rocking and he just starts doing the motion because he's just like, how can you not? You know what I mean? So, a lot of times, if he's here, you'll see him rocking in the background. And this one definitely trying to keep his eyeballs open. They're like going in the back of his head right now. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to go run over and put him in a swing. And hopefully he doesn't flip and go from A to Z. And hopefully he sleep with there. He hasn't gotten to that point yet because he's still on his back. But now that he knows how to roll, he's been going to his side a lot when he sleeps. And I do find him on his belly, but I try to get him quick, flip him back over or whatever. Thank you, Rhonda. I'm going to go put him in the swing. Hopefully I can get away with it. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I apologize for that. Once I put him in the swing, I realized I really had to go empty my bladder, so feeling much better now. We can play music and dice. Sticky and Smelly goes to sleep, then they will sleep through it no matter how long we play. That's awesome. Sorry for that god-awful noise. This swing is hand-me-down. The person that used it before Sprout is 6. So, like, I don't use the mobile or the music anymore because it repeatedly does that ramping up thing, but it doesn't stop. Just keeps like, hello, you should have already wound yourself up enough. So I nixed using the sound and mobile because he's right next to the TV and I have YouTube playing and I can put it on anything for music that way. White noise, black screen. Well, I haven't done the black screen in the living room because I got the skylights and yada yada, so that's moot. You know, the hardest thing I think for me is trying to stay awake when I do rock and my arm is like dead. I'm like, sorry, it's coming back to sleep. My muscle is cramping up. Yeah, try rocking this kid and not fall asleep. You know what I mean? Like, that's got to be like the hardest thing for moms and grandmas and nursery people, daycare people, or whatever, people in the hospital that volunteer to rock babies. Well, hopefully they're not there long enough to fall asleep while they're rocking them, like the ones that are in the NICU. Golf ball, in case you're wondering, just a golf ball I use, roll it around on my muscle. Yep, I totally understand what you're saying, Mama. But rocking him, I get a fight going to sleep. But seasoned rocker here, so the minute you start, to fall asleep or whatever. But I've never dropped a baby from a rocking chair in my life. I love rocking chairs, but I don't. Rocking chairs move. They glide from wherever the hell you put them. Canadian gliders stay freaking put. Just back and forth, back and forth. You can use a toe and get the Canadian glider rocking. I love Canadian gliders. I had one I swapped it back out and put the blue rocking chair that I got for the nursery. When I first got it, it was over here because I had a Canadian glider in the bedroom. However, it kept locking like in the middle of a big swing, and it would be like because it's one of those that you could semi-recline in with the handle. Well, the handle, I don't know if it's my ass is hitting a certain part of the seat that triggers it to, and it turns and makes the thing go in between the gear teeth. So I swapped it out because that sucks when you're in the middle of rocking the kid in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? However, hubby, we could, instead of taking all the guts out of the chair, he just used something, rope or whatever, and tied the handle so it can't flip over and go into the locked position. So I said, screw that, and got the Canadian glider back in the bedroom because I have a rug from the 70s that's still in the back bedroom. And then on top of that, I have a gray one with the hexagonal design or whatever it is that Chantel and Eric had given us for the baby's room. So I just laid that over the open space in the bedroom. So the new nursery rocker moves. So every time I find out that I'm like banging into something, or I moved from where we were to over here, I got to get up with the baby and drag the chair back to where we were, which sucks because, again, it's on top of 2 rugs. So I said, screw that. I brought the blue thing out here, which was laminate floor, so I can just do this and make it go back to wherever it rocked from. The Canadian glider is back to where it was in the bedroom, and I can wing back and forth on that, and it hasn't locked on me since tying the handle. But I love rocking. I have a hanging egg chair that I got last year that we brought up to camp. We left it in the camper so that, when we go back in spring, it's already there for bringing shit back and forth. That's its forever home. And then if we ever get to do our farmer's porch, I have a little Tykes or a Fisher Price swing for him, the plastic swings. So we will have, a couple of eye hooks or whatever coming off of one of the header side panel, whatever you want to call it, so that he can have a swing up at camp. We home fixed it. If rock yourself to sleep with them, you're gonna wake before you drop them. Yeah, hubby's seen me with my eyes closed a couple of times, and he would be like, "Hey," from the couch. "Hey," and I'd look at him and, "Okay, just making sure you're not sleeping." I'm like, "No, very relaxed, but still aware." Besides, you kind of have that falling off of a cliff feeling, you know what I mean? And I think it is our subconscious saying, "Hey, you're holding something, something precious you don't want to drop." Oh. This is the shoulder I was told back in 2018 that in my hip that I needed it to be replaced. Well, we went with the worst of the two. And then, because of my neck issues and all that stuff, I decided to have the breast reduction because I figured maybe getting rid of the humongous tatas will help the neck thing and prolong whatever other surgery I may be facing. Definitely need a shoulder replacement. However, I've taken on a newborn who is now 6 months, who I will be carrying around, not constantly, but still, you know what I mean? Until the kid can walk and I can hold him with one hand or scoop him on my hip, because this is going to be in a sling for 3 months when I get it replaced. Bye, JJ. Thanks for coming. Sorry, I'm just seeing it now. I hope you heard me say it before you're gone, but thank you so much for joining us today. Recto, thank you, Rhonda. Come back Friday. We'll be here again. And again, we will be ending by noontime because it's brunch with Bean and then it's lunch with Swifty. Next thing you know, we'll have dinner with Dick. No, I'm sorry. Oops, did I say that? Like Richard. So I called H&R Block today and got us an appointment so that we can go have our taxes done. Hubby thought we were going to score this year, and he's like, cool, we got the baby. We can claim. And I'm like, no. Well, we can claim them for the 5 months, but you're not going to get that earned income credit, child credit, because we've had them less than 6 months. You have to have supported someone for 6 months of the year to be able to claim them, and he was born in August, so yes, we do. Oh, I know. Which is why, again, I'm looking into putting him in that harness hanging thing. When I take his car seat out of the car, I already have the carriage that's in the trunk. It's a compact carriage, so I mean I can pick it up with one hand, thank God. And you press a big long button and a little button, and it opens up. And very, very lightweight. It's not an umbrella stroller. It is a carriage, so it does have more structure. He's not scooped like in a bag. I roll that right up to the door. I open the door, I grab his car seat and put him right on the carriage. I'm not carrying this thing everywhere. When I go to the grocery store, my mother's car has a handicap plate on it, so I park in a handicap spot, and I hope to God that somebody left one of the smaller carriages in the lot about anywhere where I park the car. It's just, the shorter, not as deep carriage. Sits the baby perfectly in the car seat. So again, I grab a carriage, then I put him in the carriage. Whatever I get goes either around him, like whatever in the corners I can fit through to actually fall in the carriage, and then I get the underneath. But I try to carry him as little as possible, except when I'm home. Obviously, I have them. Sorry, I was trying to see what Mama and Pick are discussing over here. So yeah, and then they have that thing, which some kind of bump thing, some kind of bump thing. It's almost like wearing a fanny pack, a full fanny pack on your side, and you sit your kid on it. So again, a lot of the weight is distributed to the hump it's sitting on, and then you're either just holding him, or at that point you could probably do a strap under his arms and around you. You know what I mean? So his upper body is also there. But I don't think there's a harness. I think it's just something that the kid can sit on besides being on your hip. Gives him a little pee pad like on a bike. Sit on top of that and do your thing. But I'm definitely going to try him again with the front carrier, because I think that's going to be my best bet with the baby. And like I said, I mean, he's only 13. He's almost 14 pounds or whatever, or is 14 pounds, which is nothing, but it is. Like, hello, can you carry 2 gallons of milk constantly in one hand? That's kind of what, like, my husband was holding him the other day, and he said that his shoulder, his arm was already getting tired. So. Yeah, no, I think we should be okay. Last year, his company, like, fucked up his insurance or something like that he was paying in all year. But I think everything should be okay this year. Knock on wood, we shall see. That's what I missed. What you guys were saying something about or whatever, but next year we'll, probably get like at least $3,000 for him. So I've always used when I was a single mom. That's the only time that I've ever felt rich in my life. And rich, let me tell you, because I had 2 kids, so you're looking at like $6,000. But that went back into my family. Like I bought a car for $800 one year. I decked my girls' rooms out with a white, like wrought iron looking like day bed with the little ball finials. Plus, it had a pull-out trundle so that it wasn't just a single bed; it's a full bed. Sealy Posturepedic freaking mattresses, new bed stuff to go with it. I bought them a tri-colored standing lamp. Well, it was a standing lamp, and I bought the different colored light bulbs. And they had like a karaoke machine that I bought for them. And they also had this like microphone set up where you step on the pedals to be able to sing and all that shit. I bought a kitchen set that was kind of like back in the day, like if you went to the restaurant, it was like a booth. So like an L type booth seat table with the bench. That, like I said, I've never been a selfish person, and whatever we got went back into the family. So, like I said, we probably won't get that earned income credit or the tax credit, whatever the hell it is. But I think we should still be able to say that we supported someone for 5 months. You know what I mean? I don't know. They know the roots. We don't. Sorry, I'm starving. This plate's been sitting here, and I know I only have 15 minutes to go, and the shit's ice cold, but my stomach is making these noises. Yeah, it's like certain times when I get that impingement feeling, but this is also the shoulder where you have those 2 bones, like picture the chicken bone. You got the 2 bones on top of the shaft that fit into whatever pieces, like puzzle. One of my upper pieces on the top of my bone, I have a geode happening. So what it is it's pretty much caving in on itself, and I think I got like a 3 centimeter. I think it's a 3 centimeter, and that was back in 2018. So I don't even know what's happening now, but yeah, definitely grinding, impingement, shit like that happening. But again, usually it's on certain going away from the body and coming in. I think it is where I get the impingement. So I try not to do that shit as much as I can. Right. He was born in August, but that's only 5 months because he was born in the 8th month. So you have September, October, November, December is only 4 months left of the year. So can we collect on 4 months? And again, I don't, you know what I mean? Next year will be totally different. And will probably save us on any penalties or whatever, because we are adding another person to the family dynamics. Mama, safe travels. We'll be thinking of you. And again, you need to talk. You know where you can find us. You know how to find me on Facebook. Again, you can Facebook message me. That'll come across on my cell phone. So if I'm back with Little Sprout, I may not be able to respond right away, unfortunately, because I do put my volume down for the most part when I'm back there with him, because that's a distraction. I only really will look at it when I'm feeding him, whether I'm looking at Facebook or TikTok. That's what he's like, trying to see what I'm doing too. Huh. Yes, like I said, I don't baby it by any means, but and I use it quite a bit. But I also know that, when you're told in 2018, yeah, you definitely need a shoulder replacement, and it is now 2023. But like I said, I've had both hips done. I've had a breast reduction. Oh, during COVID in 2020, I had the cardiac ablation, where they went up through my groin into my arteries and put wires up and went into the chamber of my heart to see where, of my AFib, to see where the electrical impulses were going whack job. And then they cauterize whichever vein or artery that the electrical impulses are coming from, because they're not supposed to jump. They're not supposed to be able to jump your burned tissue. And they do it by like pinpoint, deet, 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 all the way around. And supposedly, for some strange reason, they can't tell if it's completely sealed until after, like, the starring or whatever, la la la. Because even if there's the smallest gap, like in between your teeth, even if there's like the smallest gap, that electrical impulse can jump through that. But if each dot is like that, like a perforation, deet, 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 like your paper towel or whatever, then that should be enough to keep it from jumping. And, you know, that's where the heart rhythm is all screwed up. Stu's Metal Detecting's in the house. Good morning, or close to afternoon, or noon, I should say. Thanks for joining us. Different time for you, though, correct? Much different. Huh. Well, I guess we will find out either way, Rhonda, but thanks for the heads up with that. But yeah, the shoulder's been achy a little bit. But I also went out and used the metal rake to try to rake up some of the pine branches that made the carpet in our yard. We picked up the bigger branches. Hubby sliced them with the chainsaw to make logs that eventually, when we do go up to camp, we can bring them up with us. But again, it's the hiya and then yanking, hiya whoo, and then yanking. Because some of the pine branches were still under some snow / ice, so there is some still in the yard, but some of that snow and ice has again melted. So there's still one area of the yard, which is right in front of the gate, that still has some debris. So I'd like to get out there. I don't know if it's going to be today, and try to get a little more of that down pine branches into another pot in the same pile, and get it out of the way so that the dogs have an easier path to walk in the yard. 4:50 p.m. Okay, yeah. Wow, it's almost dinner time. Almost. See, you have to remember that. Lunchtime for us, dinner for you. Yeah, and again with the cardiac ablation, 24 hours. It was like overnight or something like that, and I was home. Yeah. But it's worked. That's another thing. I have a cardiac appointment Wednesday morning, so no, I know how to pace myself, and or I know how my body feels. You know what I mean? I know when I get out of breath, I need to chill. I know when my body does go into AFib, which it hasn't in a long time. Stress is definitely a trigger. But raising the baby really has not affected that at all, believe it or not. Knock on wood. I'm losing a little bit of weight. Of course, I'm trying, but I think having the baby and being slightly mobile, which I can't wait for spring because I'll definitely be out pushing him in the carriage and walking my ass off. You will see. You will see. Now then, I'll just have like hanging skin. Like I don't already. Did you see the baby grab me by that earlier? I'm like, really? You're going to hang on to my double chin? Stress is definitely a killer. Stress is right behind smoking for heart attacks. Or maybe it's even gone in front of smoking. But I quit smoking cigarettes back in it was either 2008 or 2009. I did it cold turkey, sweated my ass off overnight one night, and have not put a cigarette to my lips since. So that's good. And yes, I do, I do partake in the other, but that's a totally different ball game. Oh, thank you, Sue. Like I said, we're not spring chickens. I understand that. I'm still kicking around the idea of letting my hair color grow out like Park Rat Pat was saying. You know what I mean? If you have this, you know what I mean? You have this. I don't really have that much of a bingo wing. Yeah, so that's good. You know what I mean? I do still have some muscle tone. It's been a while since we did the blunt, but we definitely do the rolling papers. But I would be lying if I said I had never smoked a blunt in my life. I the blunts make my lips numb, so it's almost like doing a gummy while smoking a blunt. Which you don't know, sometimes that's happening too, because people, put shit in their stuff and they don't tell people. So when you're puffing along and you're like, hello? Is this sativa or indica? Because I'm feeling like I could run. That's why our name used to be Team Clambake Stew. It was on the fence thing. Like, some people know the term clambake, but we also have been schooled and now know that some people's term for it is hot boxing. But we don't always do it in the car. But clambake is when you're in a smaller space and you're smoking with no ventilation or whatever, and wherever you are fills up with smoke. So if you roll down your window, it's like, you know what I mean? Like something exploded in your car and all of a sudden all the smoke's coming out. But that's what a clambake is, one aspect. And then the other aspect is because we live on the East Coast of America, the United States, and a clambake is also something that you do for a meal. It's lobster and clams and corn on the cob, potatoes and like chowder, fish, haddock. All of that is part of a New England clam bake. So we kind of covered our asses there. So like people that might be older or whatever, like, oh, "Oh, clam bake, how delicious!" Or they don't say delicious. I have banana clam bake, and whatever. You know what I mean? And then we kind of wonder, like, are they talking about enjoying a meal or partaking in the smoking? But yes, and that's why I thought I had a sticker on the table here, but I'm not seeing it now. That's why our stickers that we did have a clam and a hermit crab. Hubby was the clam and I was the hermit crab. And then I was joking around for a little bit when we got the baby, and I said, "Geez, we should make a little baby seahorse to add to the Team Clambake picture." However, I wanted us to have a fresh start with having a baby. I wanted it to be more wholesome, welcoming channel. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to some channels, they might be like, "Hey, this is a family channel." So to have a baby hanging around my neck and be like, "Hey, you know what I mean? Like, we still partake, not in the same room as the baby, and haven't since having the baby, because we don't want anything to ever come in between that, us having him and not having him. But it's also written down in the courts and in my files that I partake for medicinal reasons, for anxiety and depression. Do I have a medical card? Is it prescribed by a doctor? No. I self-medicate, but I'm not a pill popper, you know what I'm saying? And that's down in my record. So, smoking weed isn't a big thing anymore. Just thank God. In New Hampshire, it's not freaking legal yet, but so new. Everywhere around us is. We're like, hello. But we're just gonna go on doing what we do and doing us, but a little more low key, behind the scenes. You won't, like, we have videos of us on the lake and on the rivers smoking, and you just see like a little waft of smoke, but you hear, you know what I mean? One of those deals. So again, we're just trying to kind of start over and make it more wholesome family channel, because we have the baby and he's going to be along in our adventures. So we don't want to be getting child protective services following us around. Yeah, that sucks when you don't, huh? Thank you so much, Rhonda. Here, I'll put my email down just so you have it before we say goodbye. It's because it's close to that 2-hour mark. We get like a minute or half a minute to go. We do still have some of the clam stickers, so we can get you that if that's what you want before we hit up Park Rat Pat for new stickers, or go through the sticker app guy, whatever the hell it says right here. Yeah, sticker app, I think, was the last place we got our stuff done. But I think we might want to discuss it with Pat and see if he can get our little circle logo with the three of us there. So JFA, and it says Johnson's Family Adventures going around the circle. And I think that would be an awesome sticker. Oh, well, if you can send us one, that would be great. We'd love to put it to our sticker board. But I just looked up, and we are definitely at the 12-hour mark, lunchtime, noontime, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to call it a day. We're going to say thank you so much for being here with Sprout and I. Hubby out there, I love you. I think we'll do the Swiss mushroom Swiss burgers for supper tonight, okay? And I see Little Sprout's hands moving around, so we get the perfect timing happening here. I'm going to make him a bottle, and he'll be all happy with that. Oh, Danny Boy, just to dig in, thanks for coming. Stu, thanks for coming. Rhonda, thank you for coming. Mama's gone detecting. She's gone, but I'm still saying thank you. BC Treasure Trails, thank you. Digging with Deej, thank you. And I hope everything works out for Jackson. That's a name, right? JP Lonzamore, thank you for coming in this morning. I hate. Oh, Papa Rouse, what's in the dirt? Thank you so much for being here. Cynthia Swearingen, JJ's Adventures. I'm so sorry if I forgot anybody, but you guys know I love you. Pumpkins. One of these days I'll get this damn thing right. Love you all so much. Thank you so much. Bean and Sprout out. Enjoy your day, everybody. See you on Friday. Take care. Be well. Later.